Tucked between the Bradbury building and a multi-level parking garage is a tiny gem of a public place, a park dedicated to a true trailblazer. I'm Lynn Wagner in downtown LA, where Biddy Mason Memorial Park continues to tell her remarkable story. 5 words printed on a wall.
Biddy Mason, born a slave.
The beginning of a story that Cheryl Cox and her sister Robin have known all their lives. The sisters are Biddy's great-great-great-great-granddaughters. Looking at her face, they see much more than a legend.
I see a strong, tenacious woman who's persevered through a lot, but still has a lot of love in her eyes.
Those eyes witnessed a lot over the course of Biddy's lifetime. Born into slavery, she and her children were brought by the Smith family from Mississippi to Utah and eventually to California, a free state. It was here that Biddy fought for her freedom in court and won.
Free forever.
A sought-after midwife, she purchased property in the heart of what's now downtown Los Angeles and eventually became a wealthy landowner and philanthropist, a founding grandmother of the city. The site of her original homestead is now Biddy Mason Memorial Park.
Biddy Mason's property in 1871.
Zena Ahmed works with the Los Angeles Conservancy, which offers a walking tour of historic downtown. This park, tucked between Spring and Broadway, is the final stop. For her, Biddy's story represents an intersection of many important topics to Los Angeles.
Black history, women's history, civil rights, social justice, labor movements.
The park, she says, was created as a place of public history and art. She wants visitors, especially the student group she brings here, to interact with it.
And touch it, feel it.
And hopefully connect with the story as she does. A second piece of public art is located by the elevators in the parking structure. It's called Biddy Mason House of the Open Hand, referring to a personal philosophy of Grandma Mason, who opened her hand, her heart, and home in many ways.
Including a conversation that started the first African Methodist Episcopal Church, a congregation that is still going strong today.
It's been over 150 years since Grandma Mason won her freedom in court, but Robin says not everyone has such a positive experience with the justice system. An assistant professor at USC, she's currently researching the ties between the criminal legal system and social and racial inequality, and says it all stems from her great-great-great-great-grandmother's story.
It really inspired me to understand those inequalities, and then also how they impact an individual over the course of their lives.
Dedicated to preserving her legacy, the sisters are now trying to get a portion of Spring Street named after their pioneering ancestor. There's a lesson in her story that they want visitors to know.
No matter how you start in life, you can always end differently.
The journey may not be easy, but they say Biddy Mason is proof that it's possible.